here with Jonah Mochun, also known as the Mole of Magical Bass, here to talk about his new Occupy International compilation. So Jonah, tell me, how did the idea for this come about? Well, I wanted to support the Occupy Wall Street movement. I did a little bit of time in San Francisco at their demonstration, helping to serve breakfast, play a little music. Next week I'm planning to go support the dock strike in Oakland, but living way out here in the woods, I felt like one of the most efficient ways that I could support it would be to use my media and music connections to make this compilation.
The new name in the 21st century of imperialism is really globalization. And when you think about that, when you read about that, when you study about that, globalization really means the globalization of capital. You don't hear people talking about the globalization of labor. But you know, working people all around the world have more in common with each other than they have with their own so-called leaders or the rulers, the ruling class, that is, of those societies. So people should globalize resistance, globalize, and that means globalization.
Some kids get bombs for breakfast and blowed away on their birthday. Asked a little orphan boy on Iraqi soil what he think about the USA. Today was the worst day of his life. Uncle Sam killed both his parents. His village was burned to the ground and they left him and his little brother to perish. Cause they want the oil in the soil. Like vampires, they come for blood. In the name of freedom and justice, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. First they send the soldiers, then come McDonald's and Coca-Cola, toxic Western culture. And once they take over, it's over.
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Halliburton, 7-Up, Walmart, Exxon. Who cares if you get stepped on? Get stepped on in the name of progress. They business has no conscience. All they want is profits. It's obvious in Africa. It's obvious in Mexico. It's obvious in Cuba. It's obvious in Palestine. American invasion, foreign occupation.
Great, and how did the Occupy International name come about? Well, I guess I was just sitting here at home thinking about the news and the idea of Occupy Wall Street spreading beyond Wall Street and then beyond our country, and the slogan just came to me, Occupy International. Now you have some big names involved in this record, Dead Prez, Soul, Philistine. How did you go about contacting all of these people? Well, it was simple actually. I just mainly Facebook messaged people. I was surprised at how easily it was to get people involved with this. I guess it just shows how much people actually do care about and want to support this movement. Great, so you finished the compilation. It's now freely downloadable for the public. And what's next for the Occupy International movement? Well, at this point, we're just hoping that the media, such as yourself, as well as individuals out there, will spread the word, and that it will inspire people to get out there and support or start their own local Occupy movements. Excellent. Thanks a lot for talking with me. My pleasure, anytime.
Yo. It's Young Soul, yeah. It's the dispatch from the American foe. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm pimpin' Yankee, 2 + 2 don't equal 5. Do the math, God. 30% goes to the Pentagon. What about the road? Social Security might be gone. What the hell is going on? We grew the dominance through cheap labor, slavery, and native populations that were plundered. Wiped out a continent, filled it with Europeans. Its resources were surplus, cheap export for forced labor. Kinda like China, killing us slow, cause ain't no jobs, ain't no phone for home. When I got out of high school, I made 15 an hour answering phones. Now phones are forwarded to the Philippines. When I moved to Cali, I made 50K doing tech support. Now when your networks crash, you call India for tech support. Combined with the exponential growth of technology, strip mine the working classes, neoliberal policies. Unofficial, no, I'm not an economist, but I know the teachers are less expensive than cluster bombs. They put foxes in charge of the hen house. These days, foxes in charge of the hen house. who can't read their own Bibles. Revoke the Fox FCC charter for blood libel. Tea Party, sponsored by Coca-Cola and other modern day slave owners. Race baiting and misleading, bait switching, beware of jingoism and bad sloganeering. Look, this ain't a game, going down in flames. Who brought the marshmallows? Occupy Wall Street, watch the girls getting maced. Democracy has failed, let's print some more money. And when the Tea Party rallies scream kill Obama, ain't nobody getting maced. We've been under occupation, time to occupy the occupiers. Ever since that Tunisian set himself on fire. You won't see this on CNN till Obama try to co-opt it, or when the smoke reaches the windows in your office. Occupy Wall Street, occupy Phoenix as well. Tell Sheriff Joe I'll see you in hell. I'm at the Capitol, we out of capital. We in the belly of the beast, and the beast full of bullet holes. This about the fate of the world, not a political debate. It's 1984 versus 1848. Let's get it. Forgive the college loan debt. Close all the bases. Bring the troops home. Invest in renewable energy. Fix the mortgage crisis and the negative equity. Bring back Social Security. Arrest me, I'm Bembenanke.
Quiet and somber, broken apart. Lying in the sun, crying in the dark. Sit by the window, stare at the birds. Remember the tears when you run out of words. Blood in the tub, bugs in the sink. 100,000 years every time I blink. Still as the water, cold as the rain. Shadow in the candlelight, a number with no name. Carry the hurt, bury the pain. Facing the crowd, racing the flame. Anger to blame, nowhere to go. Slide on the weeds when the seeds won't grow. Wood in the stove, bones in a chair. Every now and then I think back to you again. My name in the window pane is proof. Old tin cans, two left shoes. Drunk as a rattlesnake, singing the blues. Candles screaming, doors ajar. Every time I see a window, I know it's hard. Over tires, miles on end. Shoot at the moon like I'm losing a friend. So true love can see you soon and kill us again. Wandering heart, you wanna tear us apart. Every now and again, dark and I don't wanna be. Every now and again, dark and I don't wanna be alone. It's getting dark and now and again.